trust in me, and you will find. And time goes by so naturally while you receive infinity.
Okay, Virgo, we're in for your spirituality reading for October, November, fall, Halloween season of 2024. Let's get into the cards. The first card that we have for you, Virgo, from the Pulp Tarot is the Page of Cups. In this deck, it gives me a soft, caring energy. I feel like we're, or this is where we start anyway. This page, it looks very innocent, very open-hearted, very youthful, very joyful. You know, come on, let's go have fun. And it's all about happiness, joy, and compassion. So this is good vibes here so far. As we get into the next card here from the Pulp Tarot, what do we get? Again, this is past energy. So this may have been someone coming towards you in a caring, joyful energy, happy vibes, or us going outward to someone in this way. So in the present, we have the Empress card. Yes, that is someone who is abundant. They're fulfilled. They have everything they need, including the little halo above their head. Now, they're going, be careful. This is not just perceptions outside of us, that we actually stand by what our reputation upholds. Like that we uphold our reputation by standing by that which is of the angelic here. The sense that I get is the whiteness, the purity, and they did give me that with the Page of Cups. It's like there's a purity here. If we choose to exemplify that, we will be rewarded in such a way. Hopefully this doesn't turn as we go in the future. What's the next Pulp card we get? Seven of Cups. That's mystery. That's quite a big question mark. Now, it's like a genie. You could have any wish you want. What's your wish? And again, speaking to the purity of our soul, we got to be careful with what we wish for, is the sense that I'm getting. I am getting a highly feminine energy, which I usually get a masculine energy for these readings, but I'm getting feminine at this point. And I feel like there's a myriad of ways I could go in the future, and this is what's opening up to us, is the sense that I get. I feel like we've got a lot of good energy to come from. We got a lot of love to give, and we have a lot that we are worthy of. As long as we hold that line, is what they're saying. Hold the line. I don't know if we've been challenged in the past, or we're going to be challenged, or this kind of thing. Something here is ominous, okay? So as we go back to the page, we're getting into the wisdom cards here to expand. Again, open-hearted energy. What do we get on top of that? We get the beauty card. Okay, we may have a lot of outward beauty to come from. Yeah, we got to be careful, people. Pretty people out there. You got to be careful that we don't, because when people outside of us, they see the beauty, it's easy to accept this. And right? Come here. I will, befriend you. I'm getting the word catty. We don't want to start being catty towards people and ruining our reputation. It's the sense I'm getting. So something here is coming at us, firing at us, tempting us, testing us. And we got to hold our ground and keep our cool and don't go out of our character. Because we've got a reputation here that we have. And again, have we gone out of it already? I don't know. But the sense is, in this moment, we have a lot of goodness to come from. Hold that line. That's what I'm getting. They just keep saying, hold the line. The Empress on top of that card. We get the Warrior. Yeah, we're fighting for something here. And it may even be our reputation. I feel like we are a person of physical beauty. I feel like that is easily accepted by others. That is our gift to the world, our beauty. We can be of either. We can be ugly inside, or we can be beautiful inside. And this is where we decide Again, another decision of what side of the fence we're going to step out on here. Now, the warrior, I do get a fierce energy of fighting. But are we fighting the right fight? Do we know what the right fight is? I feel like we do. I feel like we truly know what's good and what's not good, what's right and what's wrong. And I feel like if we haven't already had a little bit of a line of introduction to this energy of keeping our nose clean, we're going to be, how would you say, we're going to be funneled into keeping our line here quite highly. So as we move to the Seven of Cups in the future, the present, we are fighting an internal, I feel highly internal fight of good and bad, okay? The Seven of Cups is the future. Anything can go here. It all decides on what road we decide to take going outward. And again, hidden agendas here they're not a fly. They're going to be discovered. I feel like we're being very covert. But when we step out of line, it will be so overt, it'll take us out. If our karma bank is in such a way, meaning if we've done things in the past that we're trying to cover up, none of this is gonna, none of this is gonna work. But we got a lot of precious energy we're trying to save here. On the Seven of Cups, the Wisdom card is fulfillment. We are worried about our fulfillment as we go forward. How we go about doing this is a different story. Now, the pomegranate is a symbol of lusciousness, enjoying the fruits of labor, enjoying the fruits of the earth, enjoying everything to the highest degree. Do we deserve this? Truly and essentially, we're going to find this out, is what they said. Okay. Because there may be some people here that even though they have a good reputation, they're not on the right side of the tracks. And there's some people here that have a good reputation that have been bad in the past, but are trying to clean themselves up and go forward. Again, make up your mind. We can't be wishy-washy here. We got to stay on the right track. Because, again, people who are trying to create illusions, they'll be taken out. Okay. But I feel like we're very good at this. We have a natural ability for people to gravitate toward us because we are good-looking. We have a natural ability for people to accept us in such a way because we emanate it outward. We may even be... we may even have Libra in our chart highly. And be able to do bad things, but get away with it because we have such an innocent face. Okay. That energy is there. It's very covert, but it's there. So I have to mention it. So the page, the beauty, what do we get on top of there to clarify from the Shaman's deck? We get the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. I gotta sit with this one a bit. Because I feel like this person knows exactly the power that they hold in their beauty, the power that they hold in their wisdom, the power that they hold in their spirituality. They know all of these levels, or they've been shown to them, or they've been learned, or they've been taught. Now, there is a game that is being played here by the Virgo in this way. We have to be careful because the energy has shifted. Do we or do we not realize this? This is the question. This is that Seven of Cups illusion in the future. Can go in any way. But again, things are different. And I feel like this Virgo is astute enough to understand, shrewd enough to understand that there is a difference, but they just don't know what it is yet. Or they may be trying to figure that out. Very covert. Okay. The Empress on top of the Warrior. Again, we're fighting an internal fight here. I don't know if it's just the good and bad. There's a lot that's undercover here. On top of that Warrior energy, we get 28, the Hollow Bone, teachability. How teachable are we? Do we give directions and don't allow for that energy to come back? A repercussion to come back? Do we just give energies and expect them to be followed? Or is there a natural give and take? Can we be taught new rules? Because the rules have changed. And this is your evidence in the physical universe. You know this. I'm speaking to someone who is highly evolved in the field. And when I say the field, they mess around with energetics here quite highly. They've been taught. Give me a moment here. You know what they're showing me? It's kind of disturbing. Okay, so this hollow bone, right? It's the skull of like a moose, a deer, an elk, something like that. The feathers are symbols of the angelic realms of higher light beings. This is what I'm being shown. And the colors are reflection of the up and down of the scale between good and bad, right? Black would be bad and white would be good. Dark would be bad. Light would be good. There's more dark here than light in the feathers. And they're also showing me that thing, that bone that's inserted into that skull. To me, they're lighting it up like it's the trumpet from the, I don't know, it's the judgment card. It's the trumpet from the judgment card. Where they have everybody's trying to make amends for all to come back renewed. The judgment card, I'll have to find one and put it in there so you can see. And the thing is that it's being swallowed up by darkness. So it can't be heard. So the sense that I'm getting here is, at this point that we have this halo upon our head, I feel like that is an illusion. I feel like that's an illusion we're trying to purposely get others to understand about us without actually having to follow the rules in order to be this way. So, the illusion is the Empress energy. We are trying to gain that power without actually going through the steps and taking the tests that you need to take, passing the exams that you need to take. We're what do you call that? We're cheating the system here. Now, that would be highly karmic in nature. So that would mean if we've got to this point with the halo over our head, they're showing it just dissipate. We're going to lose that halo. We're going to lose our any sense of self that we thought we had, because believe it or not, this illusion that we've put up against what is actually there is such a high contrast that we lose ourselves in the mix of it. And it's completely out of our control. Because we know what we've done is wrong, and we did it anyway. Okay, so the hollow bone is like a hollow soul that is fronting as angelic self, but in reality they have none of it. They're pretending because they've been taught to pretend by someone else. Doesn't make it any better or worse. They're still doing things knowingly. And in this, there will be high forms of disintegration within the physical reality. That's all I'll say there. Well, that was heavy. Okay, I had to dig deep for that one. Next, roll the future. What does the future hold? Seven of Cups is, we don't know where your future lies. You don't know where your future lies. And frankly, it's a mystery. And it will be until the time is right. Now, there's a sense of this fulfillment card. They're showing it encompass the whole reading. That's what we're concerned about, is fulfillment on some kind of level. I feel like, because they're making me feel like riches, but not just money. We're talking about rich food, rich clothes, rich diamonds, rich, like the elite life. This is what I'm getting from this. Rich and fulfillment. This is what I like. This is what I want. This is what matters. This is why I'm doing the deceptive things. This is why I'm having this halo above my head that's not earned. This is why. The fulfillment. And it's the things, the tactile things, where you touch, taste, feel, sense, smell, this kind of thing. Decadent things. This is what we like. This is what is attracting us. So it's a very feminine side of the energy I'm getting. Now, man, the clarification on top of, the shaman's card on top of the fulfillment card, which is 20. We get 35, the lost compass. Getting back to integrity. So that would be your key. Now the problem here is if we are an empty soul, we don't understand the concept of integrity. We intellectually understand integrity, but that's not where we come from. We come from what gains me something that I don't already have. Right? So, how are we, in this energy, Virgo, how are we going to gain our integrity? We're going to go after something we feel is lush. And we're going to try and attain it in any way possible. And we're not going to earn it. We're going to take it from somebody or something. And we're going to, guard it heavily. Once we've gained it, we're going to guard it. And that's how we do. So it's a very predatory energy. The baseline here. A lot of this energy in these readings are stuff I don't come across on the daily, but yet I do. They're out there. It's out there. We just we don't actively pursue it, and the sense here is that's all I do is actively pursue things that I want for myself, and I don't let anything or anyone stop me from doing that, and for the highest good of who? Of me, because I deserve it, and but energetically, emotionally, we're undeserving. We do not do anything, how would you say? We do not do anything from our heart because we don't come from our heart. We come from logic, and I say that, and you could say that and have it mean a good thing, but here is not good. It is simply, how do I strategize for something that I don't have? And how do I gain more of anything that I don't have? And I need to have everything. And if I perceive something and don't have it, I'm going to gain it. Like, it's just a greedy, hoarding mentality of luscious things, but that doesn't make it any better. The fact that we go and tread upon others and it's just it's a heavy energy here. And again, feminine, kind of shocking, because it's not your nature. But again, this person may have been compromised at an early age, is the sense that I get. The hollow bone is we may have been hollowed out at an early age, our soul taken out. How that happens, don't ask me. That's just the sense they're giving me, and I can't even go that far because words escape me. But there's an addiction to lush things that we have. We are going to be lost in the future as we try and gain our integrity when we don't know the meaning of the word. Okay? I don't see this happening in a good way. I don't see this energy continuing very far, frankly. Because if we are soulless, as they put it, the energy in this universe, when we turn into 2024, will not support soulless people. So, without going into a spiritual, because I don't truly understand it myself, so I can't, you have to understand it in order to explain it. Second, it's out there. It's out there. This energy is out there. There's someone here that for whatever reason, their upbringing or somebody else taught them some certain rules here. Again, this is hijacked energy, so this is not valid stuff. Could be of the satanic realms. Absolutely, this could be. Very much so. To a degree where our soul was sacrificed and taken out spiritually. We're allowed to continue physically, but we have no character. We have no ego, in the sense that we have no grounding. for our care. Like, there's not, I can't even. Okay, this is, I'm definitely, this whole set of readings is not the usual train of energy that I pick up for, because usually these Virgo readings are quite comical to me. I get a kick out of this. I'm not getting no kick here. I completely on the other side of the fence of this. In fact, I have no reference for this other than what they're telling me, and I feel very uneasy because there's no background here that I can, frankly, it's a very shaky energy that has no stability in the self. They do not work on the self. That is not why they're here. They're here to take things and accumulate things. So whatever you want to call that, whatever it is, I don't know. But that's what I'm dealing with. That's the energy I'm getting. And they know how to play in the matrix, the divine energy. They know how to play. They know how to take shortcuts because they've learned it. Somebody taught them how to do this. But the sense is that we have nothing. I hate saying this because it makes people, and again, this may apply to one person out there, like, and it ain't going to be the average Joe, I'll tell you that right now. I don't like saying, but there's some people that are just not validated energetically. I can't say it any other way. Let's just jump to the Divine Animal Oracle, shall we? Because this is, I don't know if this is, I have a feeling this reading is for other people around this person. Because this person wouldn't seek out reading. They wouldn't seek out validation. They don't do that. There's certain areas they gotta cling to in order to get what they want. But other than that, they don't, there's no links anywhere. For development of self, there's no self. So we can't develop it. We won't. And if we search, we're not going to find it. This kind of thing. It's like, it's an empty soul. I don't know how to express it. Sometimes you think, well, someone says that, but what is that? Well, this person is that. I feel it. And that's the thing. I was going through my readings and I'm like, yeah, man, I feel the energy so heavily when I'm doing the reading. And then after, there's a part of me that kind of goes, well, who's going to be in that energy? And then you'll get like a validation or something will happen in your physical universe. Say, yes, somebody is getting this. Somebody needs, I don't know who it is, but I feel like it's the people outside of this person. And they'll go, oh, that sounds like that person. Well, then it is. And it's there to help you understand them. They are coming off halo-like, angelic-like. I wouldn't say angelic-like. No, that's too high vibrational. I would say they're coming off like they can do no wrong. But that's not what they're made of, okay? I'll just put it that way. No, the animal card here, ooh, the lioness. And that's Leo, don't you know? That's Leo. Protection, the lioness. They have security of their field, whatever it may be, right? Because even though it's soulless, they're here. They're dealing in the world. They're dealing in the matrix. They're doing their thing. So they're here. This is them. Now, the Ankh is sitting high here. Usually with this, I get a great sense of morality, of dignity, of truth, of royalty. I feel like this is all a facade. This person does not have any of this, but they are displaying it as such. Now, this two-facedness, this double fragmented self, this is not supported here. So we are going to be unveiled for that. But I do not feel that this Leo, because they're soulless, they will not have a clue as to any whisper of a downfall here, because one, they don't even understand the concept that they could be in a downfall. They don't, again, another one disconnected from reality. But the sense here is we never were connected to reality. We were taken so far off the edge that we're not even home anymore. Knock, knock, nobody home. Nobody. So how can you even think of grounding when there's just nobody home? Can't turn the lights on when nobody home. Right? As the guy goes squealing away. 21, 2 and 1 is 3. I feel like the universal energies, this is their energy coming upon you to unveil you, to have you be seen in all that you truly are. And unfortunately for some, this is not a constructive energy. Okay? And unfortunately for some, there's consequences here they have no clue are going to be coming upon them. Not a clue. Not a sniff, not a whisper, not a word, not nothing. How do you explain that? Yeah, there's no sense of self. It's gone. Okay? So empty shell that is going to be illuminated for that empty shell. And the sense they're giving me is they're showing a beach, a pure white sand beach, and they're showing this shell that's glowing in all the rainbow colors and all the shellac kind of pearlized colors. And then they're showing it turn black and, like burning into flakes and just melting into the ground, just black. Like there's nothing left of it. So whatever this means. Again, this ain't going to be for the average Joe in my usual reading stock here. It's just not. This is something supernatural. This is someone in the field who is fronting quite highly to, and they will, as highly as they've been fronted, they will dissipate. That energy will dissipate from them and be revealed for who they are. And this may even be, how do you say, in a way that is supernatural. I can't go any further there. This is just way down the holes. Way down. Way down. So, this person feels like they are being protected, and to a certain degree, we would almost agree with that. But the sense is that there's no faculty for understanding of what we did, what we've done, or what we could do, or a sense of self. So if there's none of these levels, it's like we never existed to begin with. I don't understand what this means. I really don't. But the energy is heavy. It's coming to me, making me dizzy heavy. That means it's so far off my vibration, it's not even worth it to go and bring it in. It will be revealed, though, for those around them. They will know this and they will understand this, and maybe this reading will come to them and they will make sense of it through that. I don't know. But to me, there's a lost compass here. And when a compass is lost, you're completely gone. It's one thing when your compass is throwing you in a different direction. You, as your physical self, can walk in that distorted direction. But it's another thing when you don't have a compass at all. This is exactly what I'm getting energetically. Humanely. It's just there's no humanity, no ego self, no sense of self, no sense of physical reality. So it's like a ghost that has no I don't. But the thing that's sitting out heavy is the 28 here, the hollow bone. The skull represents the emptiness. Look at it, it's just a bone sitting there. There's no brain, there's no blood, there's no vessels, there's nothing that keeps it alive. It's just bone. And it's hollow. Like, could they have picked a better card? No. And then we have beauty, we have outer beauty. For some reason, this energy or entity is being related to outer beauty. And then I get this fulfillment card, and they're turning that cup to blood. Like we're being drained of it. So I don't understand this at all. I don't want to understand it. I don't want to. It's just, it is in the mysterious realm here. So somewhere, somebody urged this information forward, and it's coming to you. And hopefully you can make sense of it, because sure as hell don't make sense to me. And it's making me dizzy. Because it's too far from my vibration. I have to pull out. It'll be somewhere out in the ethers. Take care. Have fun and be kind.